how's everybody doing? Welcome to the first episode of PCARMARKET Live. A lot of people say, why is PCARMARKET Live actually happening? Well, for us, it's a matter of engaging the community, the Porsche community, and the car community as a whole. We're hoping to inform and entertain, and the bottom line is that we really want to hear from you. We want to engage people in conversation and talk a little bit about what's happening on PCARMARKET, the stuff that's selling, and really just to have a lot of fun and enjoy this great hobby that we're all involved with. We're also going to have interesting guests on there. We're going to have race car drivers, collectors, builders, historians. We're going to have people that really know more than I do, a lot more than I do, and they're going to share this information. And at the end of the day, we're going to have fun. We're going to hopefully talk about some stuff that you really are interested in, and we're really excited to be offering and bringing this to you. So today we're starting off in the fast lane today, okay, no doubt about that. And so we have a special guest who's a friend of mine and also a fellow car enthusiast. He played a little football, the New York Giants, and he is a Hall of Famer, and you've probably seen him on TV 50 million times and plus. But everyone, welcome Michael Strahan. Hey, Mike.
Yeah. And you say you're going to have people know more than you. I doubt that. I really doubt that. But thank you for having me, man. It feels good to be first.
Yeah, you know what? Why not, right?
Yeah.
You're used to being first, aren't you?
Yeah, I like it. I prefer that than second.
Absolutely. You know, I thank you for coming. And I know that you're busy, and I figured while you have a little bit of downtime with this crazy world, I'm going to snag you for a few minutes to talk a little bit about what you love to talk about as much as I do. But before we do that, just, I know that this is on everyone's mind and everyone's heart. So how has the COVID-19 been for you and work and your family? How are you making it through all this?
Well, certain business has been it's been weird. It's been weird for everything. For me being on the news every morning, I never stopped going to the studio. So that for me gave me some normalcy, got me out of the house. But they skeleton crew, masks, gloves, wiping down, cleaning constantly. So they've done a great job at GMA of making sure that we've been safe. But every other thing that, like football season is coming up. We're crossing our fingers on that. My other businesses, clothing business is tough. Stores are closed or shut down, but some of the online business has been great, or has been better or good enough, So it affected different businesses in different ways. And for me personally, it's been a good time to sit back and finally, I have never had this much downtime in like 20-something years. Yeah. In the first few weeks, I was like, this is great. Now I'm kind of like, we need to do something here. But
you like to be active.
I like to be active, but at the same time, I also like to be alive, and I like to be safe, and I like to make sure everybody around me is the same way. So I'm one of these guys. This is what we need to do. I'm willing to do it. Just, you can't give me a time limit. I think that's a hard thing for everybody. There is no time limit, and they can't really give you one. So people are going stir crazy, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah. No, I know that. And I know one of the things you're doing, which got me in a little trouble, is my wife wants me to be a chef.
Oh, you're cooking?
No, I'm not. But my wife says, look at this. Michael's making a pasta and his meat sauce. And first of all, I got hungry looking at the video. That was the one. She showed it to me. And all of a sudden, she thinks I'm going to start cooking. So I passed it off to my mother-in-law, and she's going to make a meal.
Oh, come on, David. That's cheating, man.
It looked delicious, though. I got to tell you.
I'll be honest with you. I've never. First of all, I'm an eater. I'm not a cooker. I'm an eater. But it's been fun. I can't do it more than one day a week. That one day a week, I did it twice last week, and I was like, I'm exhausted. It's a lot of work.
Is it a passion that you've had, or is it something you decided to do recently? Or what?
Well, it's something I decided to do recently because I had time. I'm at home. I'm like, let me see if I can do this. And now it's become fun. I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
I've been making these little videos and posting them just for the heck of it. Yeah. And the food has been good. I haven't made one meal that I'm like, okay, I'm disappointed in myself. But it gave me a great appreciation for whoever cooks at home every day for their family. God bless you. The restaurants, God bless you.
No doubt.
You have nothing to worry about if you think I'm going to come take your job. I don't want it.
Well, let me ask you, though, one question I have. Those little dishes of the onions and all that stuff that's pre-cut.
I cut it myself.
Come on now. Serious?
Myself.
All right.
And my girlfriend is like, oh, you want me? I say, nope, I want to do it
all right.
because everybody's going to ask me, and I want to tell them the truth. That I sit there and cut. That's the painful part. The cooking's the easy part.
Right.
The prep,
yeah,
man, I'm cutting for hours.
And the right amount.
Yeah,
So
and
you
the
know
right
what?
amount.
I have respect now. It's totally different.
Yeah.
I was like, you put everything in front of me and a few dishes, I'll know exactly where it goes.
Everybody
So-
thought I was like, she's doing all that and just putting it there, and then I do, because she's a cook. She's like a chef. She went to Culinary Institute,
Okay.
so she knows what she's doing, and she's been a big help. Can't do it without her.
Well, that's good. So you're going to continue that?
Yeah. This Friday I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
I am on a week juice and water cleanse.
Really?
Like fast. Yeah, like cleanse. Yeah.
Just for your own, for you.
Yeah. Just for me, because these meals have been heavy. I eat healthy throughout the week, but I've also, quarantine times.
Absolutely.
A little alcohol
Absolutely.
comes in here and there on Friday and Saturday, so
They
got to
said
get it out the system.
Everything in moderation. So the question that we'll get to the car. So there's a million things to talk about. So we got a chance to talk a little bit about other stuff, and we'll dig right into some of the questions that I had. And quite frankly, a lot of the guys that are part of PCAR asked questions they wanted me to ask you. And the one question that came up with everyone was this: is what was your first car? What was the first set of wheels you had?
First set of wheels I ever had that never ran, never drove it, never got it to run, was a 1970 Camaro.
1970 Camaro.
1970, bought it, didn't run then, didn't run by the time I got rid of it.
Now, but
But I was
however-
a kid. I was like 13, 14 years old. I was working my dad was retired from the Army, and he was running the City College of Chicago had the program for the military soldiers in Germany, and he was over that program for the mechanics and like learning the shop.
Oh, cool.
So every 2-3 times a week, I used to go from Mannheim, Germany to Frankfurt with my dad's friend Tony Rowe.
How far is that?
It's about, depends on how fast you drive the Autobahn, but if you go slow,
Miles.
you put it this way, if you can get there in a fast car, 25 minutes,
Okay.
30 minutes, maybe faster, and average probably an hour. You give yourself an hour. But Tony Rowe was my dad's friend who ran he was the head of the program. He was the teacher. I was the shop boy, so I would check out tools and all that stuff, but be around the engines, being around the guys, and make a little money. And Tony Rowe and I used to drive from Mannheim to Frankfurt several times a week in his 928. It was the first 928.
So there's the affinity for the 928.
There's the affinity for the 928, literally strictly from Tony Rowe.
Wow.
And we used to go every week, man, a few times a week. And I loved it. I mean, I bought the Camaro then. I didn't have time to get it to run. But the first car I had that actually ran was a 1973 Mercedes 280 SLC converted to a 450 manual.
Whoa. So that's the coupe, the big coupe.
The coupe, the big coupe.
Yeah, big coupe.
Yeah.
With a big motor.
Big motor.
Wow. And when you take a big car like that and you put the right power in it, it's like moving a living room.
Yeah.
It's like a really weird sensation, isn't
Fantastic, though, man. I mean, you can be a kid with that.
Oh, yeah,
I'm out there in the yard polishing the thing and, making sure it looks just good just to get dirty again.
Yeah. No, that's neat. So, and what's the car that got away? Like, we all have the car that we owned. Now, I'm not talking about what you didn't get, but the car that you owned, that you sold, that maybe you shouldn't have. Is there a car in your life like that?
A 928, I'm kind of thinking about that now.
Well, it's not too late.
It's not too late. I guess I can go get it back. Oh, man, is there a car? There have been several that I've sold, but I have since gone back and got one of them. I was able to find the original one I owned, and that was the LM002.
Wow,
I had one and I sold it, and I found another one that I bought and restored. Then I sold that and bought back my first one. My friend Ian Smith, yes, I'm saying his name, Dr. Ian Smith. See him on TV. He's on Rachel Ray and all these things. Big car guy as well. Ian talks me into letting him buy my 1986 turbo Porsche. Okay?
86.
Yes.
So Carrera.
Porsche, 86 turbo, little roof work to it,
Okay.
fast as the Dickens. And I had it in the storage, and he's like, oh man, let me get that car. Kept bugging me.
How long ago is this?
Oh, this must have been, man, probably about 15, 17 years ago.
Oh, a long time ago.
Okay, yeah. But he tells me, I said, okay, here's the deal. I'll sell you the car, but I buy the car back when I'm ready at what I sold it to you for. I'm giving you the car.
Come on. Things changed quite a bit with price.
I took the car. I even got it serviced. Thing was immaculate. Just to sell it to him for peanuts on what it should have cost him.
Yeah, yep.
And to this day, I'm like, Ian, what's the car?
He still has it?
He still has it. And then he said to this, he's like, my wife said that, maybe I should sell it back to you. I'm like, your wife is right. And the crazy thing is, he's still one of my best friends, David. Whenever he lives in Chicago now, whenever he comes to New York, where does he stay? At my house. He has a key to my house, but yet he won't sell my car back.
You don't have the key to the car.
I don't have the keys to the car. The car's in Chicago. I'm getting that car back.
You know what? You got to give him credit, though. He still has it.
No, and if he ever sold that to somebody else, he would pay dearly for that. He still has the car, but that is the one car that I kind of got rid of. I'm like, why did I? Because I loved it. My first Porsche.
But I'm assuming that you probably have something that replaced that at this point, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, an '86 Carrera is a nice car. It's not a G50, right? But it's got it's still got that cool 915 transmission.
So ever since then, I've gone to '89, so I can get the 5-speed of G50, the 5-speed transmission, and I've had, man, when I sit back and think about it, I've had a lot of cars. And I kind of go, wow, I never realized how many cars I've had. But now I have the '89 Speedster. I have I had a '89.
Hey, just hold on to the '89 Speedster. You're a driver. I mean, we know that, when we were first building the car for you and I got a chance to drive with you, I said, this guy knows how to drive. He will appreciate these cars because he knows how to drive. Not everyone can. I'm talking about the older Porsches. They take a certain type of patience and way to feel part of the car. But the '89 Speedster, people are going to send me some hate mail and some crap, but a little underperforming, huh?
Yeah. It's very underpowered. So mine is not, because mine's turbo.
Oh, it's an '89 Speedster turbo.
Yeah, turbo.
I should have known better.
Mine's got more power. Mine is far from underpowered.
All right, that's a whole different story.
Which changes the whole conversation. But the '89 Speedster is an underpowered
and you
car.
expect so much out of it. It looks so beefy. It's got the turbo body. You get behind the wheel, and it's nothing but
that nice chopped roof.
Oh,
it just looks so good. And then you get behind, you're like, okay, somebody give me a push in the back.
Yeah, and with the spirit of the Speedster, like the early ones, they were never fast.
Yeah.
They were always about momentum, and like Cliff always says, momentum. when a car has no power,
you need momentum.
You gotta get momentum.
I'm too heavy for momentum, man. Unless we're going downhill.
That's a lot of momentum. But you got to learn how to appreciate that car for its looks and for what it does, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is,
But mine's got a little extra kick now. But it was not. I mean, the G program that we built, that you built for me, was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, when I got that car, I said, you know what? I don't know how much I'm going to drive it. It looks great, sounds great, runs great. Everything about it was immaculate. Interior, beautiful. And I would go to my garage and sit there and look at all the cars. And you get, what am I going to drive today? I kept pulling it out. I kept driving it. And it just felt, it's like putting on a shoe that's just comfortable.
Absolutely, I get it.
Handles on rails, tons of power, and it was beautiful. And the color was, what color was that? It was
Bally blue.
Bally blue. Beautiful, beautiful car. That's the one that got away. Whatever happens, accidents happen, things happen like that, and then you can do about it.
So I'll share a half a minute of that, because we like to give, Jim his moment of torture. But so you have the car for a month at this point?
Yeah, like a month.
About a month, and the car's beautiful. I mean, we have the hood over here. We're actually going to start using that hood. You're our first guest. We're actually going to have a hood with signatures of all the guests on PCARMARKET. So what's appropriate for you to sign that hood to start it off?
To sign my old hood. I was happy.
We're going to pound it into the ground. No, but unfortunately, the car was in for service after you had it about a month, and Jim Barry had the car out for a drive. You know the story. And
not paying attention.
Well, no, he was actually.
Not him.
Oh no, yeah,
not him.
He's driving the car, and then a young girl in a Toyota Camry, 55, 60 miles an hour, slams into the back of the car. And first of all, thank God everyone's okay, and it just shows you the integrity and the strength of that car, the way it handled that crunch. But how was that phone call? But, you get that phone call. I mean, usually in an accident in the car, it's like, you did it. But to get a phone call, hey, your car is totaled. I mean.
Well, you hit me up, and you said, Michael, can you call me?
Yeah, I was going to say, I had to make the phone call.
You text me, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm thinking, I must have missed something about the car. And when you told me, I learned, I had to learn this because this is not the first car that someone else has had of mine that has something.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I just happy nobody got hurt, first of all. Jim or the young lady, that's the best. And I look at it like this. It can be replaced. You can't replace a life, but you can replace a car or something like that. At least you may not be able to get exactly, or maybe irreplaceable in some eyes, but to me, somebody's life is a lot more important. So that's how I looked at it. I said, okay, that's why you have insurance.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll build another one, who knows, but wow. But this one I understood better than the last other car that I lost from a friend driving. This I understood. It's not Jim's fault. Not saying it was my other friend's fault, but I'm still wondering what the heck happened.